Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Interesting. As I say, they give you a piece of information here. I call them out because I know better. And then after a few days, you find out the truth, like they always do. They tell you, hey, here, we kicked their butts right here. We did this, we did this. Okay. And then in about 3 days, you find out that they actually were slaughtered there. But you find out from a different article, unrelated to this article, just a different article. You can put things, you connect the dots like that. They're not going to tell you the whole truth. They're not going to tell you the exact number of losses. No, we beat. They lost so many. Nah. And then you find out later that they have, 50 miles per 50 miles cemetery. Why? With the military cemetery. I'm just exaggerating. But anyway, you find out in a different kind of article unrelated to that particular event. So what do we have here? We have an article coming from these guys right here, which I think they're Business Insider, and they say that all 500 original members of a Ukrainian battalion were killed or wounded in fighting with Russia. Commander says, finally, I see that Ukrainians die. Up till now, I didn't know they do. March 13, 2023, today at 8:55 p.m. All right? So let's see. Ukraine's defense is being hindered by the loss of experienced soldiers. Okay? The Washington Post reported, all right, not the Ukrainians. I'm telling you, the West started throwing Ukraine, pushing it under the bus little by little. How? You wouldn't have had this, something like this, let's say 2 months ago, more than 2 months, let's say 3 months ago, nothing like that. Ukraine wins, Russia loses, great. The Russians don't have any more troops. We're advancing. And now you have, that's 500. Oh, you got a number now? Wait a second. The experienced ones are, as I said in many articles before, and videos, not articles, videos before, the best troops are fighting first. They're not fighting behind. Why? You try to stop the guys over there. You don't let them advance by putting the unexperienced troops over there. And the ones behind gain experience by that. You don't turn it because they die, and then you have to put these guys forward. And then this guy died for nothing. You give them here a little bit so they can support the fight from behind, so you don't lose them so fast until they gain. In the meantime, this experience, wane away, and these guys, the rookies, are gonna gain experience, and at one point they're gonna get the position over there, and then others behind, and so on. That's how you do it. That's what I think you should do it. Let's put it this way. And they say right now, the experienced ones we are lacking. See here, hindered by the loss of experienced soldiers. The Washington Post reported one commander said all 500 original members of his battalion had been killed or injured. The original members were the active guys, the guys that were trained. All right, they were not the guys that were just, hey guys, let's go, we got a war to fight. Oh yeah, you too, come on, leave Mary alone, man, let's go. Now, soldiers with significant combat experience, and I'm quoting, are all already dead or wounded, the commander said. Now, this is a bombshell right here. It's not a bombshell to me, it's a bombshell that they say it. They publish such a thing, that's all. You have to pick certain clues, hints, and you realize. So this is very important. All are already dead or wounded. So who is fighting then? The war in Ukraine is bleeding both sides, with each suffering more than 100,000 military casualties. Did you hear this? Since when these guys are saying these kind of things? Last year. Wow, this is a very revealing article. Hey, what's going on, Business Insider? Mr. Charles Davis, did you get the green light to tell us all this? So the war in Ukraine is bleeding both sides, with each suffering more than 100,000 military casualties, killed or wounded, since Russia launched its full-scale invasion last year. Wow, okay, thank you. It says a commander of a battalion within the brigade told the Post that he'd lost every one of the 500 people he commanded back in February 2022. But you didn't die. Interesting. So the 46th Air Assault Brigade is part of the Ukrainian Force Battalion battling Russia and the Wagner mercenary group over control of Bakhmut in the east of the country. In an assessment published over the weekend, the Institute for the Study of War suggested that the Kremlin is using Wagner mercenaries, some recruited from Russian prisons, as well, whatever, they said this before. I don't even have to read this BS here. Now, in his own battalion, Kupol said that there had been a complete turnover in personnel since the invasion. So dead, new ones. Of the 500 men he commanded last year, 400 have been wounded and another 100 killed. I think it could be probably the other way around. According to the Post, their replacements are not ready for war, he added. And it says they just drop everything and run. That's it. Do you understand why? Because a soldier doesn't shoot. I asked him why, and he says, I'm afraid of the sound of the shot. Wow, did you employ Western guys? You're gonna hate me for that? Yeah, are you pussified as well now? What is going on? I thought you were tougher than that. Anyway, but I'm here, talking smack, sitting down in warm and beautiful environment, and these guys are in front of war. So yeah, I should zip it a little bit, you know what I mean? And for some reason, he has never thrown a grenade, he told the Post. We need NATO instructors in all our training centers, and our instructors need to be sent over there into the trenches because they failed in their task. Well, maybe they not gonna. When I see these NATO instructors, that means active troops. Okay, just so you know, that's the translation. All right, and this gets me to the other article here, from the Insider, and this is the title. This is from March 4th, 2023. Ukraine is reinforcing Bakhmut with its elite troops as Russian forces make advances, UK defense minister says. And I said, that's a lie. That's a lie. For the reason right here. For this reason. They don't have them. Complete turnover of personnel since the invasion. They don't have it anymore. They don't have it. Right here, they are already dead and wounded. And then they tell, this article is now, 9 days ago. And these guys, right, 4th of March, elite troops. I said, Ukraine has no more elite troops. What are you talking about? For that reason, they don't have elite troops. I know where the elite troops are, around Zelensky, so he doesn't say the wrong thing. Or he tries to run with the money. Where are you going, buddy? Pustoy! Yeah, man. Yeah, that's the way it is. I'm laughing, but how many people died? I don't know, let's get to this point. And I'm upset, not with the Russians, not with the Ukrainians. I'm upset with people who could have stopped this. And we have names. They're names. There are names. Why? Because they are actions. There's evidence, or better put, inaction. A person who didn't want to talk with the Russians, for instance, was Antony Blinken. He didn't want to look at the Russian proposals regarding safety, security guarantees. So it was like I tell you, hey man, let's talk about this issue. If this issue doesn't get solved, let's talk about it, because I'm going to do something about it. And you don't want to talk to me? The other option is this. I'm going to do that. Or you don't want to talk to me at least? No. Why? That means you want me to do it? So that's one of them that I think, and it's not him. I don't think he makes a decision. But who? Biden doesn't know what is going on. So Kamala Harris, she's too busy eating Polish sausages every day. She likes them, I heard. And and that's it, my friends. That's it. They send the elite troops. On the 4th, they were sending elite troops to Bakhmut. And I was like, what elite troops? From where? From their asses? Unless they speak, I don't know, English or French or German. There's no elite troops in Ukraine. I know. Or maybe they speak Canadian. Or who knows what they speak over there, Dutch or something like that. All right, my friends, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.